How you doing? Okay, we got Darrel's 1010 apart cylinder. Uh, ain't that the cutest little muffler you ever seen? It it, it just it always amazes me something like this actually works. I'll go over a little overview in a minute. I use these containers for saws like this. Most saws take a big one. I put everything in bags, put it in a container. At this point, at the level we're at right now, I don't bother pressure washing, cleaning, doing anything right now. You're gonna make a mess as it is. Okay, here's what I find on these. Other than the exhaust timing on this saw happens to be atrocious. I don't know as they all are, but the big issues right here, and I can't get it where you can see this. I already tried, but maybe let me try again. It's kind of difficult. You're not going to see what I want you to see. Anyway, they're kind of a spiral transfer that go up in at an angle. There's three of them smaller. They're a little narrow. That's not what's bothering me. At the bottom of that, they got a big shelf. Okay, that doesn't promote airflow. So we're going to take that shelf and blend that in. Just pocket that in on this. This is going to be a short video, so this is an info thing is all. Now, on the intake side, do you notice right in here, see that? That doesn't even come close to matching that gasket, top or bottom. We're going to trim that out, blend that. The timing on the intake isn't bad at all. I'll probably go just a bit, but I really didn't have to. But I got to clean that up. So we'll do that. Okay, on the exhaust side, round holes. Now, inside of that, they're square. Okay, boy, I wish I'd have to have a scope to see so you can see that. When I get done with that, see all that carbon around there? I know why that is. You guys do too. Okay, anyways, that we're gonna come to square in here. We're gonna make square ports. Okay, two of them. We're going to narrow that bridge bit, okay? You can also see where that muffler rides on that gasket right there all the way around. Okay, we're going to lower that on that bottom a bit because when that fires, that comes down. Because the way this muffler works on this one, which is kind of way cool, it pretty much just like that, see? Just like that. That's how it goes. And then, of course, the cylinder lays down, it comes out behind, okay? We're going to open that hole up because that doesn't match anything either. Some of the best work on these saws, on any saws, is cleaning things up and making ports match. You know, coming from your intake and coming through your exhaust. And that's some of the best work you can do. And because if you got flow, you're not going to get all that grubby stuff to stay in there. And this definitely didn't have it. Darrel, this is, it's got a little wear. Nothing to be concerned about. You're not going to go out there and try to make a living cutting firewood or anything. And, this saw, it's got a lot of life in it. It ought to give you a long time of good service. This lip right here bothers me, okay? Because where that exhaust comes out, comes down this channel, it's got an expansion chamber, but it hits that lip right there, and that's just got to stop that. I'm going to do something about that. I don't know whether I want to take that off or what I want to do, but I got to have that air come off of that clean. I couldn't not do it. I just gotta, and I'm gonna. So, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Porting gets started today. Everything you see is probably a day later than when it's up. In this case, it's not. I ended up getting tangled up in a little project. And not a chainsaw either. Some days you need a good manure spreader mechanic too. That's what I've been working on. So anyways, just a quick update. It's good to go. We're rolling. I'm going to assume tomorrow in the afternoon sometime I'll put an assembled video up of this, okay? And then the next day, if things go right, maybe we'll get a startup video. I'm kind of interested to see how this one sounds, because I got a pretty good impression of it. It runs pretty good. I don't think this saw has ever been apart. I think I'm the first man other than the factory guys, which is refreshing, because every bolt was where it belonged, every nut was in place. I really like it. It was a nice one to take apart. It really was. Macs aren't too fun to take apart if you're not used to them, and I don't do enough of these things to ever get really used to them, but I can wheel through them all right. There's people out there that could probably fly with these, but I err on the side of caution. When I work on saws that I've never do a lot of work with, you know, like some of them, like them MS261s, I rarely work on them. I get these darn little just store brand freezer bags with a slider, and in areas like anything to do with the intake, exhaust, ignition, one thing or the other, I put all the parts, nuts and bolts and stuff in them little bags. And then what ends up happening is you get this little bin. Now I know that muffler goes in that bag, and I'll put it there. Here's a carburetor, bolt, spark plug, everything in that area that unbolts. Here's all your ignition components. And here's your case screws. And when on the inside and out case screws, what I do is I put the socket for these Macs right in the bag. That way I ain't got to go hunting back and see which one's which. But, you know, of course, you got the case halves. They look nice. Nothing wrong there. Oil pump works. I'm going to seal this up here for you, buddy. It was leaking a little bit. So, away we go. Piston looks good. I'm pretty happy. You do this, you won't mix parts up. And what also, you don't lose parts. That's the biggest thing. You're not going to lose nothing. Organization, my friends, is a key to success with this stuff. Now, if you ever look at my bench, you're going to think I lie, but I don't. Other than when it comes to my bench. I'll tell you right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I clean it between every little project. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that just ghastly? Give me 20 minutes. I'll fix it, you know. I didn't like to clean my room when I was a kid either, but my mother made me. And that was probably a good thing. And I don't know where all this stuff comes. I think what you do on certain saws, you take every darn tool you got and throw it on the bench, okay? Because you're going to need it. And this saw was one of them. The funny thing about these Macs is, like, you can't get this socket to go in on one bolt, and then the next, you got to use a different socket, and then the next bolt, that one don't fit, and you got to use this one because of a length requirement or God knows what. That's what makes them a little slow. No big deal. Okay, what I'm going to do is clean my bench, move over to my other bench, start porting. I don't never show nobody my porting bench. That's always ghastly looking. But it keeps the crap off of this. Once in a blue moon, I'll do something on here if I want to do videos, because I can't get very good lighting on a porting bench. But I'm going to fix that. Okay, bye for now. Till next time.